Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. What's happening, y'all? It's another podcast right here with your boy, your favorite cousin's favorite cousin, Bill. I am so excited to be here because we've got a great episode. It's going down. Tonight, we're talking about Rick and Morty, episode 6. Tonight, we're talking about the return of Silo, episode 1 of season 3. So it must be the Bantha Bunch Show. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's get in here and talk about it. Talk about it. That's right. Tonight is a special night because we get to bring back some drops that we haven't had before. Like I said, tonight we talking about and I meant bring back some drops that we haven't had in a while, is what I meant to say.
Solo, silo, CC, stay style, great. Style, stilo, stay low, style, live, state. Solo, silo, CC, stay style, great.
That's right. We got Solo. So I'm excited. We got a lot of stuff going on tonight. So we don't want to, it's probably just me today. Our buddy Terry is doing his thing, so he might not be back until next week. And we got a special guest coming next Friday too, to join us. Next Thursday to join us to talk about Silo. Now, for those who don't know, Apple TV has this weird thing where it'll say that their show comes out on a Friday, for instance, and it actually comes out on Thursday at 6. So so we are lucky enough to be able to cover it right here on Thursday with y'all, real live reaction. Like I just watched it, basically, and we all just watched it together, assuming if you're watching this right now. If you're not if you're watching this after we've recorded, I'd like to say thank you for joining us. You're late, but thank you for joining us. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's free. I don't even understand why it's a thing that you have to say, right? Just get on there. You see my beautiful face? Just hit the like button and hit subscribe. It really doesn't cost you anything. You know what I'm talking about?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Have you ever watched a movie from your childhood that doesn't quite hold up like you remember? Well, you would enjoy our monthly series, Does It Hold Up?, where we revisit classic genre films with a special guest to help us determine if they're as good or as bad as we remember. It's a whole lot of fun, so you should check it out.
Please check out the Drunk Bantha channel. They clearly are ready for being seen at a higher level.
Back to the show.
Oh man, I love that. Anyway, so yeah, man, today, first of all, I want to apologize for being late. I know everybody be like, damn, why are you so late all the time? Do you even care about hold on a second. Do you even care how long it takes us to do all this shit? Do you even care? And I'm like, oh, I hold on a second, man. Damn. Sorry, guys. So we're having this issue right now. Shout out to everybody watching on Nerds at Night. If you're watching on Nerds at Night, make sure you like and subscribe. But also, what happened is it seems like we're having an issue. Seems like our Instagram might have gotten hacked on Nerds at Night. So make sure you follow us on there. Hopefully we haven't been shut down over there yet. But yeah, make sure you all go over there and follow us on Instagram on nerds_at night, NITE. All right. It looks like, all right, you guys got it? Did you guys get the code? Okay. Looks like we're good. But if I have to stop for some reason like that again, that's the reason. We're having security issues over here. But don't worry. I got my pistol grip pump up my lip at all times. Shout out to Lil Frothy watching. Will Frothy is watching. For those who don't know, this show is mostly like a sitcom, like watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You never know who's gonna come in, but everybody gets an applause. So yeah, man. Which one should we start with? Which one should we start with? Let's start with the one that I have the thumbnail for, and let's start with the one that I have my notes up for most recently. So that's easy for all of us, right? We're gonna start with Silo. First of all, I gotta say, I watched Miscellaneous Gab's recap on all of this beforehand, and before I started watching the episode, and it was very helpful because I had forgotten a lot of things, and I didn't want to watch every episode of Silo again. Terry has a special Silo spoiler episode that we're gonna do, but we're not gonna spoil that today. It's book spoilers, so we're gonna probably do that as a separate episode, not as a Thursday live episode, because I don't want everybody getting everything spoiled for them. But yeah, man, we're back with this awesome cast. We've got our main character, Rebecca Ferguson, as Juliet Nichols. And for the most part, I probably won't be saying people's names right or getting the characters' names right after that, other than Common and his wife, Camille. Because I know that they named his wife Camille because he's got that. He can say Camille. The way he say Camille, that's like sound like some dope G shit. Camille. That's I don't know. Maybe that nobody else knows that. But anyway, yeah, we I thought we were gonna have what's his name? Tim Robbins. I thought we were gonna have Tim Robbins in this season, but it looks like we're not. Because first thing we find out is that he pretty much died from his burns, or did he? So the season 3 of Silo continues the saga of a dystopian society of 10,000 people living underground under mysterious circumstances, while revealing an origin story set centuries earlier. See, this year, in the present, Juliet Nichols, played by Rebecca Ferguson, survives her forced cleaning. That's when they send your ass out there to die because you've been fucking up inside the silo. In case y'all who don't know, but she returns with memory loss. So at the end of season 2, which we're not doing a bunch of recapping over here, but at the end of season 2, Fifth Bantha, what up, though? Anybody want to be on the show? Let me know if you want to be on the show. I just ain't got time to send out a link, except for the one person. I sent out one link anyway. But oh yeah, Fifth Bantha. Welcome. Right? You got to make sure everybody get their welcomes in. I got to charge my phone. Hold on, y'all. But yeah. So when Rebecca Ferguson's character, Juliet, when she returns, man, Julia gets like burnt up with Bernard, who was holding her at gunpoint, but now that she figured out a way apparently to turn off the what do you call it, the fail safe that would have killed all 10,000 people in the silo, they then cut us and then go to the past, what seems like to be closer to our actual present in real life. They cut to the past though, and they go through this scene with these characters that we had never seen before. And so when Ferguson gets back, she now, first time we see her, she's like suffering with memory loss as the silo recovers from the rebellion and faces a dangerous new threat. The new threat, I don't know what that is. Meanwhile, in the before times, quote unquote, journalist Helen Drew, played by Jessica Henwick, and Congressman Daniel Keene, played by Ashley Zuckerman, who he's a pretty good actor. Uncover a conspiracy that pulls them into a chain of events, the catastrophic, irreversible consequences. So that is the breakdown or the summary for the season. It's, but also pretty much where we're starting for this first episode. Now, excuse me. Go back to my other notes here. So yeah, the way I felt about this episode, first off, man, I thought this episode was dope. It really brought me back into how sucked in we got talking about it. Oh wait, I forgot to say. Well, you know what? I'm probably gonna keep hitting this. I forgot to say tonight we're talking right now. We're talking
Solo, silo, CC, stay style, great. Style, stilo, stay low, style, live, state. Solo, silo, CC, stay style, great.
And what's great is I can kind of like do it whenever I want to now. I ain't even gotta do this.
Solo, silo, CC, stay style, great. Style, stilo, stay low, style, live.
I'm sorry. But anyway, shout out to Paranorm. Yeah, so there is no solo in this silo as it seems so far in this season. Well, at least when it comes to episode 1, which I was disappointed in a little bit because I was hoping like, okay, we're gonna go back and forth between each silo. That would be dope, but that's not what we got. I'm trying to get this thing here. Man, why? Okay, yeah. So the silo struggles to recover from the recent rebellion while dealing with new authoritarian figures, Robert Sims and his wife, Camille, who use memory suppression drugs on Juliet. Now, Juliet, I don't know how long it took y'all to realize Juliet was the one, was being drugged, but to me immediately, as soon as they said she didn't have a memory, it was like, yo, obviously they drugging her. We get introduced to the way they're doing these new things, which it seems like they're using the catastrophic events that took place in the end of season 3 as a backdrop for the cover up that they're basically, well, not basically, the cover up that they're putting over the wool over everybody's eyes. I don't know what I was about to say, but I was about to say something profound. Trust me. I don't know if I like the whole she's got amnesia thing, because I don't think that Juliet is like one of those characters that is that kind of weak. I don't know. It seems it's hard for me to deal with the idea of this character being in any kind of handicap or having any kind of handicap, I should say. You know what I mean? Like, this character so far has just been a badass nonstop, right? But she's being manipulated. She's being dosed. I mean, like, immediately I thought to myself when they said that she gets soup all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they brought her in the soup, she's like, oh, soup, you've had that all the time. You always get soup. And she's like, yeah, I like it. But turns out is a part of the dosage that's making her lose her memory. You know what I'm saying? Or keeping her remembering stuff. The so yeah, like I said, this is a little hard for me to deal with, but we move on through the series. And no, not you, Siri, stop. Okay, yeah, okay, sorry, this guy. With Rebecca's character, Juliet, I'm good with where they ended up, because she did end up kind of realizing what's going on. She started looking at the scars that she had from the tumultuous time that she went through at the silo before with Silo, you know. And she did get a message from someone in her soup. Now, look, I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but that's not the point, because I'm jumping to my parts that I felt were important and what I felt hit me the hardest. And so, yeah, knowing that they were making the soup a part of the vehicle of getting her the drugs to keep her with amnesia, I assumed that eventually she would stop fucking with the soup. And she eventually she did, but it wasn't until they got advised by the AI to, well, till Camille. It wasn't until Mrs. Sims was instructed by the AI to double the dosage of the memory cleanse for Juliet. Immediately when she tasted that shit, that soup, she was like, just like about to throw up. Seemed like the increase of the dose made the soup taste not real no more and taste contaminated. And Jules Ben was able to dump the soup out. Now, my thing is, did she dump the soup out and find the message in the little pill because they overdosed the soup, or did whoever made the soup make it bad, like intentionally made it so bad that she would have to like throw it up and like throw it out? Who knows? I don't know. But she ends up finding this message that tells her to go to the marketplace at 2:00 if you want to know the truth. And I think I said that backwards, but if you want to know the truth, leave your bowl upside down and go to the marketplace at 2. And then she burns it. I thought that was a really dope part, because they were leading up to her starting to remember stuff. And I hate the whole drag out if someone remembers amnesia story for a whole season or something like that, like more than a couple episodes, is going to bother me. So I'm glad that we moved out of that. But we also, like I said, we got Mrs. Sims and Mr. Sims. You know what I'm saying? Common and his wife seem to pretty much be running the entire silo. They have basically started a revamping of their government, with plans to rewrite the laws that they have in place. I keep forgetting what they call it, but yeah, their intention is to right some of the wrongs that their predecessors had, but also maintaining control by manipulating and covering up things that are going on in the background. Like, they lied about getting rid of all the cameras that were necessary because they still got all the cameras that they needed. So therefore, all of this is not addressing the issues, compounding on issues. And so there is still a resistance that exists within the silo. And I think they're called the unknowns. Fifth Bantha says the past, quote unquote, in this series does seem really close to home. Exactly. Talking about bombing, talking about bombing around. I don't know how else to say it. Sorry, YouTube. Look, I don't want you to fucking demonetize me. Just fucking, I don't know. Tell them to stop doing it. It ain't me. I'm just talking about what's going on in the world. Fifth Bantha also says they knew showing her the tree would bring something back. The unknown. I think that's what they're called. The unknowns, the people who are the rebellion, the new rebellion. Yeah, they stage a ploy where they throw this big banner of what the display used to show all the time, and saying that it's saying that it is all a lie, trying to remind Jules that it is all fake. But I think you're wrong about that, because they don't know that she doesn't know anything. Like, the outside, they think that she's got it together. You know, it's been 3 months. They thinking, well, she's good now. It's only the people who were close to her, who even care about whether or not she has her memory or not. And it seems like that's the reason. Well, not seems like, to me, that is the reason that they are touting her around and parading her around the silo throughout this episode, so that they can give people a sense of security, knowing that their future and now confirmed mayor is has her wits of her. You know what I mean? Like, wits about her, as they like to say. And so I don't think that they knew that. I think it's a consequence of their actions. It's just a butterfly effect type of thing, you know, like, because they wouldn't know what she saw in the screen. I mean, when she was wearing her mask, they would only know what she saw, what everybody sees in the screen. And they wouldn't necessarily know that she doesn't know that, right? Like, you don't know what she doesn't know. So I think that that's just, it just happened to do it. And they also would have known that she wasn't there, which is part of the reason that they were in IT. Because she knew that she wasn't there. I mean, they knew no one was going to be there. Lax security, I can't remember what they went in there and got, though. What did they steal in the AI? I mean, y'all at IT, y'all help me out if you remember. I do agree with you, Fifth Bantha, when you said that the AI is scared of Jules, like big time scared of Jules. He also said they are rewriting the character in chaos with the AI, in cahoots with the AI. Rewriting the charter. The charter, is that what they call it? The charter, the plan. Well, I don't even know what they call it. Is it the charter? I'm going with you. You say it's the charter, then it's the charter. His mama name. If his mama call him, I'm calling him charter. If his mama call him charter, I'm gonna call him charter. So yeah, I think that the AI has decided that people can live because he can't hit them with the gas, right? Can't kill 10,000 people. You might as well join 10,000 people, right? I think he's saying, hey, I'm gonna join them, but we gotta control these motherfuckers. We gotta do it a little different, you know? So very interested to see what's going on with the AI and how much control the AI is actually in, or is the AI actually a person? Is this a Wizard of Oz type thing? You know, don't peek behind the curtain type situation. I don't know. Oh, let's talk a little bit about the before times, right? The before times, they got we have the brother and the sister. What is the names? Can't remember their names, dude. And I do want to say their names. Say their names. Okay. I hate this app. This website. Shout out to silo.fandom.com. You fucking suck. I mean, this shit it's got so many ads. It is just terrible. So, y'all shit sucks. But you do have some of the things here that I want. But you know what? No, you don't. Fuck all this. I'm out. I'm going back to IMDb. But yeah, how did y'all feel about this episode? I mean, well, Fifth Bantha, seem to be the only one who was here that watched it, or really like the only person who's here. How'd you feel about it? I myself was fucking with it. What else did I like about this episode? Well, like, yeah, in the before times, we had one very special and important moment that took place. So we set up with the brother and the sister. Okay, we get this close, tight shot of this woman who's wearing an Air Force garb, and she goes into a hotel, comes back out with some shit. I don't know what. I didn't understand. I didn't understand what her deal was, what exactly she was doing by going into the hotel with a bag and coming back out without a bag. I don't know what she did. So right, nothing blew up. I don't know what happened. So she then meets her brother, though, very covert CIA style, at a park to inform him as a congressman that, you know, you need to get on the board that's about to be in charge and oversee this counterattack on Iran, because I'm probably about to have to go. You know what I'm saying? So you need to check and see what's going on, because I can't tell you what's going on, but you need to get in there so you know what's going on. You feel me? You feel me? So he does so. He goes, tries to get himself on that board. Now, he kind of gets himself on the board. It seems like, I don't know if he actually did or didn't, because what ends up happening is his sister does get sent on a mission to bomb Iran in a counterattack. But the pilots, including his sister, get caught in this wave of a cloud that, to me, this cloud seems like it is nanobites, like tiny cloud of nanobites that was eating away at the inorganic life inorganic material that was around them, and only thing that can survive is the organic material. Am I correct about that? I don't know. We'll have to see, because they didn't really give us much on it. Fifth Bantha asked, like, what was the cloud in Iran? And yeah, that's what I'd have to say. I'd have to say that it's nanobites in the air. Somehow Iran has this technology, or someone has this technology. Maybe it's aliens. You never know, man. It could be. But definitely seemed like nanobots technology. What y'all think? Fifth Bantha says she changed out of her flight uniform into her civvies to meet her brother. Yeah, but I don't know. It just seems like completely unnecessary if that's all that she did. You know what I mean? Definitely seemed like nanobots wondered if they ate her brain and gave her amnesia. No, she had an accident. She had a head accident, because she would have hit her head a lot, I'm sure. No, I don't think that's what happened. I think that she just had the amnesia on her own. And I think it's gonna be a while before we figure out what that cloud truly was, which I think our science fiction brains have already figured it out. It's nanobots, but it's going to take a while before we get confirmation, because she has amnesia and she is the only person who survived the attack, or whatever, the crash. So it's going to be a while before we hear anything about that. Fifth Bantha says, yeah, it may have just not eaten biological material. It seemed unnecessary, but she obviously knew something was coming, and they tried to show her how covert she had to be. They did so badly. I mean, I don't know. Good excuse to show a hot girl walking down the street and singing "Do I diddy diddy dum diddy do." No, nobody. Is this thing on?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
All right. That's enough of that. Let's be fair. Let's all be nice now. We got to talk crazy. What else happened in this show? Oh yeah. I can't tell if the sheriff, now, I don't want to get his name wrong, what his name is, but I can't tell if the sheriff is actually in on the cover up, y'all. So, cause he seems, first of all, for those who don't know, his natural character, his natural existence is kind of just being real simple, meek, mild-mannered type dude. You know what I mean? He was real chill, like not chill, but real like buttoned up type dude. And it's hard to say that, oh, well, this is just how he is, or he's going through something. Paul Billings. His name is his name in the show is Paul. So yeah, Billings, Sheriff Billings. His demeanor just seemed a little off. And some of y'all might be like, no, that's just how he is. You're reaching for this one, but man, I just feel like this is, oh man, wait. Sorry, y'all. What? Okay. I'm terrible with this episode guide stuff. You guys know that. Oh, because it's not showing. So it's not showing me the IMDb stuff because it technically doesn't come out until tomorrow. So Apple, y'all get it together. It's not my fault. I'm not messing up. Y'all are. Anyway, I was going to say what I was going to say about rating. I guess I'll rate this one. So give it a rate. My rating for this episode is going to be a 9. But I'll worry about that later. Yeah, so Paul, I'm going to assume Paul, man, he's just trying to, I'm going to assume he's working with the rebels. I'm going to assume he's working with the rebels. What do they call the unknowns or something like that? Dog, you can't convince me that he's not. Because, see, this is the thing. Every time they ask him about something, he's just trying to get in and out of there. He's not trying to talk about it too long. He's trying to get out of it. He did mention something to them. He is the one who mentioned that the unknown, the vigilantes, they were out here busting through the IT. He was the one who told him that, but it seemed like he learned it late. And also it seemed like he knows more. It just seems like he knows more than what he's leading on right now. If he isn't helping the revolution people or whatever, the rebellion people, if he isn't helping them, then he is aware of their comings and their goings. In my opinion, I think so. We shall see, though. I could be very, very wrong. Fifth Bantha said, Common killed Bernard. Did you say that already? I kinda said that already because I insinuated that you know, he survived his burns, but he did not but he did. He survived his burns, but he did not survive he did not survive the endeavor. Fifth Bantha. Yes, Common killed him, for those who didn't catch that. All the people she knew are upset about her behavior. That was kind of sad to watch. I don't know if they are sad about her behavior. I think they're sad that she doesn't remember anything, and they think that she's not trying to remember anything. That's how it came off to me. They're like, yo, why isn't she trying to remember us? Why is she trying to like hang out up there the whole time? She's not trying to like come down here and get to know us and try to remember us. But they don't know that she's not, you know, that she's being doped up and she can't even try to remember. Like, it's not even a possibility. But I also just don't think that sorry, this stupid AI shit is pissing me off. I'm gonna probably stop going live on Twitch. I kind of get pissed off of it. Actually, I'm going off Twitch right now because that should be pissing me off. But anyway, I can't block all the fucking AI, man. It's hard. Fifth Bantha says memory will come back still without the drugs, right? Or is it permanently gone? No. It can't permanently be gone. If you stop taking the drug, then you'll eventually start remembering stuff. But I think they did offer to give that one dude who died last season. I think they offered to give him the drug, but he had to keep coming and getting it, right? Because once he ended up to stop taking it, he ended up remembering stuff again. Remember, I think that's what happened. The guy who like helped start the revolution last season. So I don't think it's permanently gone. Well, I mean, it definitely ain't gonna be this season because she's definitely gonna remember some shit. Right, we got to get her to remembering so we can go and get along with this goddamn story now. Because there's some very interesting things that take place in the before times and that take place in the present and that are taking place in other silos. So I'm very interested to hear what is going to go down. Yeah, Fifth Bantha says, gotta get back to Solo Silo, man. Gotta get back to my boy, bruh. Don't leave him out here like that.
Solo Silo, CC, stay style great. Style, stilo, stay low, style, live state.
Solo Silo, CC, stylized state. Yeah, I love it. Give me a reason to just play that shit. I swear to God.
Solo Silo, CC, stay style great.
But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think Billings is really trying to. He's on the side of justice, man. He's trying to make sure. I think he's trying to get Jules' brain back, and I think he's probably the one who sent that letter. Right, that note that went out. It's either him or it's one of the people in the thumbnail. It's one of the people in the thumbnail that I've got. It's like her friend Julia had this friend, the black girl, and the other guy in mechanics. I'm assuming that they're the other culprits who could be trying to reach out to her. I can't remember what happened to the IT guy from the last season. He died. Anyway, yeah, there's no rating for this yet, so I can't really give a rating yet, but I do indeed give it a 9. All good. Can't join. I don't have altitude. Yeah. I'm sorry I just did that. That was very unprofessional, wasn't it? That was very unprofessional. Shout out Paracon with the unintentionally perfect drop. Yeah, he unintentionally made the most perfect drop. Solo in the silo. That just is fucking amazing. Solo silo. I can't ask for a better thing. I wish Alex was here so I could play it every time he gets ready to say something. I just press it, but I can't do that because he's not here, and it's not really that fun to be annoying to yourself. So I'm not going to be doing that tonight. But yeah, man. Where do y'all think this is going? I personally have no idea what's going on in the before times, the left behind. I personally have no idea what's going on before time, and with the show's present, I'm going to say Juliet is gonna well, you know what? I'm gonna be hopeful that she's gonna go ahead and snap up out of this really quickly, and we can go ahead and get moving on with the rest of the story, because I don't like when, especially sci-fi type films, I don't like when they drag their feet on getting to a story. Also, the pacing was a little off on this episode. The pacing was a little off. I felt like the going back and forth and stuff, that was between timelines. I like going back and forth between timelines. I just don't like feeling like, I just don't like the way they did it. It seemed a little hard cut. They didn't blend. The scenes didn't blend into each other very well. And they got to do a little bit better of a job of letting me know where I am when I am. Not that it's hard to like clearly the silo looks more dingy. The color grading is different. And before times is brighter. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It just felt like the flow wasn't really there in the first episode, at the very least. Fifth Bantha says the cuts were very harsh. I thought that too. Fifth Bantha says, I guess we are also lucky he's hella talented and people should check out Paracon for real. I think she remembers and has to beat the AI and Common to get back to silo in the past. Nukes. I like that. I think Common's still not okay with his wife being like actually in charge, being in the position that he wanted to be in the entire time. He wanted to be the shadow to the mayor. He wanted to one day be the mayor. He was supposed to be, actually. He was given the job, as a matter of fact, throughout the chaos of the final episode of season 2. And the AI was like, nah, bruh, I don't really mess with you like that. It's all up on your girl. So bring her here. You can leave. That's not a request. You can leave. So I don't think he's very with the shits with that right now, man. I don't think he's really with the shit right now. Fifth Ben said he forgot about that guy. I think he's talking about the Sheriff Billings. Yeah, Common is definitely jealous of his wife. I think he will continue to play ball because they have all the bases covered with the judge and the shadow. He will continue to play ball until there's another team to be played with, right? And right now there is no other side, or at least no other winning side to switch to. But when Juliet remembers what is going on. She's going to be a force to be reckoned with. And they've given her all of the power of the fucking. They've given her technically, given her all of the power of the silo. Now, yes, the real mayor of the city, of the silo, is Mrs. Sims. But we'll see how much more clever or how clever she is compared to our main character, Julia. Because I don't know, she might be as formidable or more formidable than her predecessor in Bernard. Bernard, darling Bernard. Anyway, I should move on to Rick and Morty. But dude, be honest with y'all, I don't know. I don't even know. It's like, do y'all even want to hear about Rick and Morty? Huh? Do you even want to hear about Rick and Morty? I do want to say I changed my rating in my mind while we got here, like while we've been talking about this, and I think I'm gonna change my rating from 9 out of 10 to 8 or 7.8. I'm going 7.8 out of 10 because of the issues that I just got through mentioning. The pacing was a little off for me, and I need to know where I am a little bit better. I think maybe the pacing, maybe that's still the same thing. Pacing, the editing was just a little off. Rebecca Ferguson, though, great actress. She has very few lines in these episodes, if you really think about it. And if you go by the whole series total, she does a lot of acting work with just her face, and that's really hard. And she's very good and consistent and believable. And if you think about it, in this series, if she does get her memory back, right, that means she'll have been playing like 2 different characters in one series. And at least in this season, at least in this first episode, and she has definitely rocked out with her proverbial hack out. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody on YouTube censorship team. Please be careful with your boy. Bantha said Rick and Morty was good. I was just more psyched for Silo. I was more psyched for Silo as well. I did watch the Rick and Morty episode, and it's pretty fucking hilarious. Rick and Morty, although the voices have changed to a degree to where I don't really truly enjoy it the same way, but it is just as funny. The voices just get me out of it. It takes a few seconds, but they still got it. The theme song, baby, the theme song. That's all I need to get me going. They started this like all you can eat restaurant on this weird planet, and Rick is drunk and full and accidentally chops his head off with with his portal gun, which is something that I've always wondered, and maybe that's where this episode comes from. Genuinely, it's something that I've always wondered about. Like, how long does that portal stay open, and why does that portal stay open? Right, like, what makes it stay open on one side? What makes it close? Those things really got me curious. Fifth Bantha says writing is consistent in spite of the voices, but I agree it's still very noticeable. It's become more noticeable too than it was before, in my opinion. Fifth Bantha said the little head airbags were funny. You know why it was really funny to me? Because Lil Frothy pointed out that when she was looking at it, like when they were riding in the car that Morty stole, it looked like he had fat bags, boobies, like just some sad looking boobies. That's what it looked like. It's back and look at it when he's sitting on the seat. It's hilarious. But yeah, his head gets chopped off, and of course, this doesn't kill Rick. It just leaves them very inconvenienced. So Summer spends a day with Rick's body, and Morty spends a day with Rick's head. Both of them have the best days that they've ever had with their grandpa. And it's a very sad story because Morty literally ran from the police with it's like a whole intergalactic police force from a different planet type shit, and got into a shootout hostage situation. But also Summer, baby Beth, got into a chase fight with a bunch of fucking Motorhead looking dystopian mechanics world. It's so weird, but everybody wanted a piece of Rick's body because Rick's body's got all those bells and whistles. But yeah, it was like a very dope part of the episode. But let me tell you, the way they broke this episode up was perfect, because once Summer and Morty were able to get head Rick and body Rick back together, I was like, damn, this is just kind of feels like a whole end of a whole episode that was kind of whack. And then they, boom, Rick head and Rick body don't want to go back together because they've had the best times of their lives, but it's because they weren't together anymore. So they try to kill each other. Of course, this is one thing you know about a Rick. If a Rick sees another Rick, he's going to try to kill him, especially if they're not on speaking terms beforehand. And that is a fact. Fifth Bantha said Morty got into a whole ass shootout, and then they were like, whoops, our bad. Yeah, I like how the body, once Summer got the body like a sensor for his head, and he started whooping everybody's ass. And the guy who was chasing them, I can't remember his name, the fucking monster face ass dude chasing them down on the train. They literally just, the fight scenes in this series have really improved over time, but the fight scene that they had was just one of the dopest, that at least I'd say it's the dopest one with Rick and Summer. That's what I would say. That's the dopest fight scenes with just Rick and Summer that they've ever done in the show. But afterwards, the villain, he's just like, no matter what you do, my men, they will never stop fighting. They will never stop coming after you. You know why? Because when one drops, another one rises in his place. And the dudes were kind of just like, hey, man, actually, no, you're actually kind of a bad leader, man. I actually don't want to die. They actually did just whoop like all of our asses. There was a lot more of us before that. Now there's only two of us. I'm out of here, dude. Like, to me, that's how it always should be. And I never understand it when you go down a hallway. There's 26 of you. It's one guy. He whooped 20. He can whoop 23 of them. He can whoop 24, but there's no way he should be able to whoop 25, because at least one of them should have ran. The 25th nigga in the back, go home. At least, look, you get into, I'm going to tell you what, he'd have got through 5 of them and I'd have left, because it's 20 of us, right? And the amount of time it took him to do that times the amount of time it takes me to run down the stairs and get the fuck up out of here, get back to the car and run and drive. I mean, I'm gonna go with, yeah. By that time, either they will have already figured it out and start running as well, or they all gonna die. Like it ain't gonna be me. Not gonna be me. So yeah, I thought that was hilarious. I always think that that's a funny trope that's in television and movies that never gets picked on enough. Doesn't get picked on enough. So we gotta do it. I forgot what I was gonna do. Oh, open your mind. Open your mind. That's what I was about to do. Gotta open your mind, man. Gotta open your mind. I had to find my Rick and Morty drop. Yeah, this is it's interesting how I thought that this episode was going to have Beth in it eventually. Like I thought Space Beth was gonna have to come and fix all this stuff because the kids just aren't capable. But I actually was really oddly enough thinking while I was watching it, like, oh man, these kids, they've really grown up. Like Rick has really done a good job with Summer and Morty. Like Morty is out here rescuing his grandfather's head. That scene where he slapped dude in the head with the head. Okay, so Rick and Morty are in the taxi and running from the police. They're doing just fine. Nobody's the wiser. But then it comes over the radio that a little boy traveling with a talking head are on the loose, considered armed and dangerous. And the taxi guy looking behind him in the rear view mirror, oh my God, when Morty picks that damn head up and smacks the shit out of dude, knocks him out, and takes over control of the taxi, I swear, if I did not have to be on live with y'all in 5-10 minutes before that shit ended, I would have still been replaying that, laughing my ass off, rolling around on the ground. I would not be done with that episode yet because I would be definitely laughing my ass off. That was wonderful. I ain't gonna lie, it was wonderful. Which made this episode really, really, really dope to me. I like that they got their heads back together. I mean, well, look, I'll just say it. Seems like Rick gave himself some head in this one. I don't know. Do y'all think that's what happened? Because that is not a deal that I would have made with my body. I couldn't have did it. No. It is gross. That was too much for me, but it was hilarious that Summer did insinuate that the Rick head gave Rick body some Rick head. Fifth Bantha said it's definitely what happened. It's definitely what happened. It seems like, I don't know, man. Would you give yourself, if it wasn't attached to yourself anymore, would you, man?
They start fucking, it was gross.
Ain't no way in hell. Get the fuck out of here.
Have you ever had the thought, hey, I don't have a shirt on? Well, then you should consider perusing through the Drunk Banthas merch store. Just head over to the store tab on our YouTube channel to check out all of our very cool merch. There's legitimately a lot of cool shit there. Oh, I probably shouldn't say shit in a commercial. Well, but anyways, head to the Drunk Banthas merch store where we have hats, hoodies, shirts, mugs, and a whole bunch of other cool shit with our stupid name on it. Stay safe, my little Banthas, and may the force be with you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's time to get on up out of here, but don't worry. You won't have just me next week. We'll have a good team together here next week, and I'll have some more things to talk about as well in the entertainment news. But we're definitely going to keep kicking it with Silo episode 2 next week and Rick and Morty episode 7. It was fucking awesome hanging out with y'all today. It's always a pleasure. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Go over there and check us out on the Does It Hold Up channel and on the Drunk Banthas channel. That's where you can catch reviews of different things that we be putting out Terramon. Different reviews on different movies and sometimes TV shows. We talk about, that's deep dives. Man, it's the Essays channel. But also, we got Nerds at Night. Make sure you go over there and check out Whiskey and a Mystery. Make sure you're over there checking out all the Scream reviews and the 007 video that we got out over there. So much content, so much nerdy shit. Damn, somebody should pay us for this. Oh, wait, you can by subscribing. That's all you gotta do. Just hit the subscribe button. See y'all Monday, 8:15 p.m. Pacific time, the Drunk Banthas podcast, and I'll see you here every Thursday at 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. I am your favorite cousin Bill. It's been a pleasure, and I can't wait to solo,
silo, CC, stay style great. Style, stilo, stay low, style, live state. Solo, silo, CC, stay style great.